So today we are going to talk on the topic designing a safe curved road, using circle of curvature through design thinking phase. So sharp curves are very common on highways, but they can be very dangerous too, as vehicles skid or lose control. First, sharp curves on highways are very common, but they can be dangerous too, as the vehicles skid or lose their control of the road. So basically, the engineers use the circle of curvature to measure how tight a curve is at any point. So simply they put a bigger radius on the circle of curvature, which can be easy for the drivers to turn on the curve. So when using the design thinking phase, first is empathy phase. So empathy phase is nothing but understanding the user's problem. Over here, the user is the drivers, traffic authorities, and even local residents. So they say the problems over on the highways, on the curved highways, are many accidents and even many traffic authorities. So the next phase is define phase. So defining the problem clearly is that the people, the drivers, and maybe the users need a proper safe road so they can navigate through the curve very easily, which will control the accidents. So now the ideate phase will be.
So after the define phase, the next phase is ideate phase. So in ideate phase, we brainstorm solutions like putting up better signs or warnings for the drivers to drive the road carefully and post signage and maximize the road to ensure their safety. So after ideating the problem, we are moving on to the prototype. So in prototype, we are instead of create a scaled model or computer simulations to ensure or enhance the radius of the curve using circle of curvature. So this provides better road turns at a reasonable speed for the cars to drive. Next, we are moving on to the test where after ensuring the radius of the curve using the circle of curvature, we calculate the radius by using the circle of curvature where the cars turn around at a reasonable speed, so there are less accidents. So in conclusion, using the circle of curvature, the radius of the roads are reasonably calculated in order to avoid accidents and to ensure the safety of the passengers who drive around at turns.
The first stage is define problem studying. Students studying different types of differential mathematical geometry. They cannot connect the real world problems to visualize and how curvature changes on the curve. This leads to confusion and weak understanding method and poor application in problem solving. The second stage is prototype. There are two types. One is real life analogy, and second type is visual explanation. Real world analogy is when a car takes a turn, when a car takes a sharp turn, the turning radius is small and the curvature is high. When a car takes a gentle turn, the turning radius is high and the curvature is small. Visual explanation. Consider a smooth curve. At any point on the curve, when we draw a circle, the circle fits the curve. This circle is called circle of curvature, and the radius is radius of curvature, and its inverse is known as curvature.
Good morning everyone, I'm Tarana. Today we are going to discuss the case study of using circle of curvature in better designing of rainwater drainage channel.
So we are using design thinking approach, and our first step is empathize. And in empathize, we are analyzing the problem. In many college campuses, the rainwater does not flow properly in the drainage system, and this causes waterlogging, slippery surfaces, and mosquito breedings. And many facilities say that this is due to because of poor curve design of ground. better water flow. And then our next step is ideate. And in ideate, we are going to brainstorm how we are going to solve the problems. And in this, we can use circle of curvature, the mathematical approach. We can use circle of curvature to find how sharp or gentle a curve is, and then we are going to see where the flow slows down in the drainage channel. And usually the flows slow down in areas